Subscribe for daily content. Support this unique channel. Only a small people who watch my channel are subscribed. Let's change that. And even for more support, consider my Patreon and leave a comment of number which you like the most. 1. Reichsleader Alfred Rosenberg and Reichsminister Dr. Heinrich Lammers with Adolf Hitler. Both were anti-Semitic. Rosenberg was the Nazis' chief political theorist. He was executed for war crimes in 1946. Lammers was chief cabinet officer of the Reich Chancellery and imprisoned after the war. 2. Hitler's first speech at the Circus Krone, 3/2/1921, Munich's biggest venue in front of 3,500 participants, and first mass rally of the NSDAP. The speech title is Future or Ruin, denouncing the WWI reparation payments to the Allies. 3. With a Ju-52 transport in the background, Field Marshal Gerd von Rundstedt meets an Italian officer at an airfield, probably Russia Sea. 1942. The Ju-52 carried personnel on long trips while also serving as the primary air transport for the resupply of the German army. 4. German soldier equipped with a Panzerschreck in August, 1944. 5. German Fallschirmjäger of the Fallschirmjäger Regiment 1 in Oslo, Norway, April 1940. 6. German troops inspecting the rubble of destroyed building. In the background is a Stoogie Osfofans, 1940. 7. Adolf Hitler inspecting the SS Leibstandart Regiment barracks with Sepp Dietrich, December 17, 1935. 8. Germans troops fire an 88mm gun in Tunisia, 1943. 9. German soldiers cheer responding to the news that France has requested an armistice, June 1940. 10. In a small civilian courtroom on the island of Symi in the Aegean Sea, General Major Otto Wegener, commander of German forces in the Dodecanese Islands, signs the unconditional surrender of German forces in the region, May 8, 1945. 11. Waffen-SS troops of the Das Reich Division and Tiger Eye tank in June 1943 move into position before the Battle of Kursk. 12. Lieutenant Erich Schmidt, a pilot of 3, divided by JG-53, receiving Ritterkreuz from Oberst Werner Mulders for his 30th victory. Date of ceremony is the 23rd of July 1941. 13. A Tiger Eye of Panzer Ersatzabteilung 500 taking part in a nighttime parade. 14. German and Serbian soldiers in a position around Belgrade awaiting the Soviet Yugoslav partisan Bulgarian offensive in 1944. 15. German infantrymen during street fighting in Wohlen, March 1945. 16. German prisoners on Walcheren Island, around 40,000 were taken during Operation Infatuate, which was the campaign to clear the Scheldt estuary of German forces in order to open the water route to the port of Antwerp, November 1944. 17. Engine maintenance on White 9, a Bf 109E of Igrup, JG-26 in Dusseldorf, 1940. 18. The killers dozed off and they have nowhere to go. German poster intended for Ukrainians, 1942. 19. Knocked out Jagdtiger of Schwer Panzerjäger Abteilung 512, the 9th of April 1945. 20. Tiger I know, 308 of the 502nd Heavy Panzer Battalion in the assembly area at Dunaburg, Latvia, 1944. 21. War criminals Hermann Göring, Alfred Rosenberg, Baldur von Skirach, and Karl Donitz at a wooden table with U.S. Army issue metal plates for a meal during the Nuremberg trials in 1946. Göring was sentenced to death but committed suicide. Rosenberg was hanged. Skirach and Donitz were imprisoned. 22. Rotterdam, Holland-Delft Aerodrome. View of burning Ju-52 aircraft shot into flames by the Dutch after landing the first aerial transports, 10/5/1940. 23. A member of a German raiding party examines the remains of a recently neutralized Soviet 5-man machine gun team, Soviet Union, Army Group Center Area, February 1942. 24. German artillery in the streets of Stalingrad in 1942, shelling factory buildings defended by Soviets. 25. Two Stubborn Goats, cover of the Turkish Ekbaba magazine showing the Nazi and Soviets meeting on the bridge between Europe and Asia. 26. German officers and staff, prisoners at the Hotel Majestic, the German military headquarters, shortly after the liberation of Paris, August 1944. 27. German women washing clothes at a water hydrant in a Berlin street. A knocked-out German scout car stands beside them, the 3rd of July 1945. 28. Ju-52 transport aircraft with German paratroops dropping into the Netherlands on the 10th of May 1940. 29. Admiral Graf Spee in May 1937. 30. A Panzer I Ausfall in Poland, September 1939. 31. Russian row officer showing his decorations. In addition to the infantry assault badge, the officer received 4 second-class Ostwalk medals. 32. Hitler, accompanied by Joseph Goebbels, the Minister of Propaganda, and Julius Schaub, Hitler's personal adjutant, behind him, at an event in the Berlin Sport Palace with many SS members in attendance, circa 1940. 33. Soviet MiG-3 captured with German markings, unknown date and location. 34. Air support, a squadron of German Ju-87 Stuka in the Belayet-Surkov area south of Kiev during the advance of a Panzer Corps in Ukraine in 1941. 4,000 bombers, fighters, reconnaissance and transport planes supported the German ground forces. Finland, Romania and Hungary provided another 980 aircraft. 35. We create the new Germany. Think of the victims. Elect National Socialists. List 1. Elections poster calling for Germans to vote for the NSDAP, circa 1932. 36. The heavy cruiser Admiral Hipper docked in Trondheim, Norway in 1942. 37. Dr. Albert Speer, Grand Admiral Karl Donitz, and Colonel General Alfred Jodl, at the end of the Second World War in Europe, May 1945, after being taken into custody by the Allies. Speer and Donitz received prison sentences and Jodl was executed by hanging. 38. Hungarian troops man a 7.5 centimeters PaK-40 anti-tank gun in a Budapest suburb, November 1944, Budapest was defended by German and Hungarian troops, while attacked by Soviet and Romanian troops. 39. Panzer III Ost-J of the 24th Panzer Division near Stalingrad, 1942. 40. British officer inspects the inflatable German dinghy from a German U-boat, 1945. 41. 1930. German machine gunners. 42. Germans fleeing the encircled Königsberg aboard the seaplane tender SS Wedel, 1945. 43. Battery of Hummel self-propelled guns, Soviet Union, circa 1943. 44. 3 German soldiers evacuate a wounded comrade on the 22nd of June 1942 during the siege of Sevastopol in Crimea on the Russian front. 45. German-Soviet front in East Prussia, January 20, 1945. Volkssturm members with Panzerfausts in a position in front of Königsberg. 46. German tail gunner from the crew of a Heinkel He-177 bomber, January 1944. The He-177 tail gun was equipped with a MG-131 machine gun.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.